Good morning, student. Today I am going to teach you acid base. This is a very important chapter, not only for class 7, but you will have to study in class 10th also. Acid. What is the correct definition of acid? Those substance which gives hydrogen ion in aqueous solution is called acid. It is sour in taste. It turns blue litmus to red. Acid are generally two types: concentrate acid and dilute acid. In case of concentrate acid, suppose that concentrate sulfuric acid, it means 98% acid and 2% water. Concentrate means the percentage of acid is maximum, but in case of dilute acid, dilute sulfuric acid, it means 90% water and 10% acid. That is called dilute acid. Dilute acid in which percentage of water is maximum. So this is the meaning of concentrate acid and dilute acid. But question is here, during the dilution of acid, acid is added to water or water is added to acid? This is the questions. So during the dilution of acid, acid is added to water. Water never be added to acid. Reason is that it is highly exothermic reaction, and you know that acid have great affinity with water. It attract water. Okay, if we add water into acid, then acid, it is exothermic reaction, it large amount of heat is evolved, is damage your face, hand, etc. Okay, but on the other hand, during the dilution of acid, if we add acid into water, then no harm takes place. So you must remember, during the dilution of acid, acid is added to water, water never be added to acid. Clear? Now, based on number of element, acids are two types: binary acid and ternary acid. In case of binary acid which consists of two types of element, that is called binary acid. For example, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is for binary acid. Why? Because hydrochloric acid is formed by two elements, hydrogen and chlorine. So it is called binary acid. Now it is also known as hydroxy acid. Hydro acid. Now in case of ternary acid which consists of three types of element, that is called ternary acid, is also known as oxy acid. For example, H2SO4, this is called sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is consists of three different types of elements, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Carbonic acid also known as ternary acid because it consists of hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. Nitric acid is also consists of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen because it consists of 3 different types of elements, so it is called ternary acid. It is also known as oxy acid. Now, strong acid which is completely dissociated in aqueous solution and gives large number of hydrogen ions, that is called strong acid. I repeat, strong acids are those which is completely dissociated in aqueous solution and gives a large number of hydrogen ions, is called strong acid. Binary acid are generally strong acid, but in case of ternary acid, it may be strong as well as weak also. Okay. So, sulfuric acid is called strong acid, nitric acid is called strong acid, and hydrochloric acid also known as strong acid. These are the strong acids because acid is put into the aqueous solution, it gives large number of hydrogen ions, therefore it is called strong acid. Now, in case of weak acid, acid which is partially dissociated, not completely dissociated in aqueous solution and gives less number of hydrogen ions, that is called weak acid. It is partially dissociated, partially means not completely, not fully dissociated in aqueous solution, that is called weak acid. You know that all organic acid are weak acid. Organic acid which is present in organism, it may be plant and generally citric acid present in citrus fruit, that is weak acid. Lactic acid is a weak acid which is present in curd and milk. So these are weak acid. Okay. So weak acid which is not completely dissociated in aqueous solution and gives less number of hydrogen ions is called weak acid. For example, formic acid is organic acid, it is a weak acid. Acetic acid is organic acid, it is a weak acid. Carbonic acid is a weak acid. Okay, these are weak acid. But question is here, how can you identify strong acid and weak acids without doing practical? I am just going to explain. Sulfuric acid is called strong acid. It is a strong acid, but how can you say strong acid? How can you say strong acid without doing practical? So, one thing is here, M. Just you calculate the value of M. What is M? We will discuss later on. M is the difference between the oxygen and hydrogen. So, number of oxygen minus number of hydrogen, that is M. Okay. If the value of M will be 0 and 1, then it is called weak acid. If it is the value of M is 2 and 3, then it is called strong acid. Okay. So now sulfuric acid is called strong acid. How can you say strong acid? At first you calculate the value of M here. So in case of M, number of oxygen is 4 and number of hydrogen is 2. Okay. So difference is 2. If we will get the value of either 2 or 3, they are called strong acid. If we will get value of either 0 or 1, they are called weak acid. So we will get value of 2, especially in case of sulfuric acid. So based on this concept, we can say that it is a strong acid. Clear, student? Now one more example I will take here. Nitric acid. Nitric acid is also known as a strong acid. Why? The same formula you can apply here. Okay. You just calculate the value of M. Number of oxygen is 3 and number of hydrogen is 1. So difference is 2. If the difference is 2, then we can say that it is a nitric acid is strong acid. It is also known as a strong acid. Okay. But in case of carbonic acid is called weak acid. I have already explained these things. So now you can apply these things, especially here. So value of M equal to what? Number of oxygen 3 minus number of hydrogen equal to 1. If the value is 1, then it is called weak acid. So carbonic acid is a weak acid. So this is a very important tricks. With the help of we are knowing which one is strong and weak acid, especially in case of ternary acid. Okay. Now preparation of acid. Preparation of acid. Generally we know that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. What does it mean? Non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. It means when non-metallic oxide react with water to form acid. That's why they are called acidic in nature. For example, but not all non-metallic oxides. Some non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature and some are neutral in nature also. You must remember these things. So some non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature because it reacts with water to form acid. For example, sulfur trioxide. Sulfur is a non-metal and it reacts with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. So sulfur trioxide is non-metallic oxide. When sulfur trioxide reacts with water to form sulfuric acid, H2SO4, because it provides acid, so this is called acidic oxide. Sulfur dioxide reacts with water to form sulfurous acid, H2SO4. Carbon dioxide reacts with water to form carbonic acid, H2CO3. So these are acid because these non-metallic oxides provide acids. That's why they are called acidic in nature. One more example: nitrogen dioxide react with water, okay, to form nitric acid. So this is the way for the preparation of acid. Now organic acid. Acid which is obtained from organism, plant as well as animal, that is called organic acid. Okay. For example, acetic acid, formula is CH3COOH. Formic acid is present in SCOOH. So COH is the functional group of organic acid. Oxalic acid, this is the formula of oxalic acid. Malonic acid, this is the formula of malonic acid. So these are organic acid. Okay. Now lactic acid, citric acid is also adipic acid. They are also organic acid. Now inorganic acid. Inorganic acid. Inorganic acid, it is obtained from earth crust. It means it is also known as mineral acid. Okay. Nitric acid, sulfuric acid, these are called inorganic acid. Now next is taste for acid. Taste for acid. Acid turn blue litmus to red. Acid turn blue litmus to red. Blue litmus into red. Okay. When blue litmus paper is put into the acid, it turn into red. It turn into red. Now it just vice versa. In case of base, what will happen? Blue litmus, red litmus turn into blue. Okay. So acid, in case of acid turn blue litmus to red. You can do the practicals. At your home. Okay. You have seen the hibiscus flower. Now we will take a white paper. Now red part of the hibiscus flower is rubbed with over the paper. Then what will happen? It turn gradually blue in color. But a piece of lemon juice is just placed here. Then what will happen? The blue litmus is changes into red blood colored solution. So lemon contains citric acid, so it turns blue litmus to red. So these very simple things. Okay. So this is the identification of acid sour in taste and turn blue litmus to red. Okay, student, and see you again on next class. I will discuss about base and its preparation and then properties. Thank you very much. कर दिया, नहीं किया, ऑफ कर दिया। तो